No John Kitna. Here comes Dan Orlovsky with smelling salts before kickoff. That's never a good sign.
That's not a good sign.
No, he's getting up.
When
He's
the
getting up for
quarterback
it.
has to wake up.
That's not good at all.
From UConn.
All right, well, here are the Vikings. They really couldn't get out of their own way. Adrian Peterson had 3 fumbles, 2 lost in the game. He was going in for the first score. He fumbles it, but Dan Orlovsky gives him 2 points.
I don't understand.
He just runs. Let's call a prime out.
Yeah, let's call a prime out and really break this thing down. Dan, 25 years old, played the final 2 minutes of games in 2005. Third quarterback inactive every game last season.
Wow.
2008, it's his first game today. He don't know any better. We got to take a prime out because that right there will have a coach sitting right by him.
Yeah, he needs more smelling salts, I guess. Meanwhile, the Lions defense was doing the job on Gus Frerotte. Frerotte behind that solid offensive line, and Minnesota sacked only 4 times coming into the game all year. Sacked 4 times on Sunday by the Lions, and it was 3-2 at the half. The Lions were up, I guess, on a Lou Whitaker solo shot. Here's Orlovsky in the third quarter finding Calvin Johnson.
He's becoming their big play guy. He had 4 catches for 85 yards, and that's a big target to have.
And now here's that big target again coming sort of out of the backfield in motion. Ball comes loose after he breaks the plane. It's a 10-2 Lions lead. It was only the second time since week 2 that they had a lead in a game. It's unbelievable.
Take a picture of the scoreboard.
Oh, boy, because here comes Gus Frerotte midway through the third quarter. Bernard Berrien gone.
Expected big things from this guy. Not only can get deep outside the numbers, but he has to be productive inside the numbers, and that's what he was.
But down 2, they only go for 1, Steve.
Yeah, the chart says go for 2. Late in the third quarter, I would go for 2.
Certainly since they weren't getting any offense at all. And then late in the game, the ref throws a flag on Lee Bodden for pass interference, setting up Minnesota with 2 and change to go in the game.
Yeah, this is the penalty that drives me nuts
in
now.
field goal
50
territory.
yards long for a penalty. It looks like very incidental contact. I don't think they need to call that.
Let them play football. Let them play the game.
So Rod Marinelli already feels the trapdoor opening up because here's Ryan Longwell 5 plays later from 26 yards out. And that's the way the Vikings escape against the Detroit Lions, who are still winless.